Well, hi guys and gals. Just nipped down tonight. It's Wednesday evening and I'm going to be doing a spot of weeding and collecting the ingredients for the kale soup. John's been down again like a superstar. Done a bit more planting, done some watering, done a bit of this and a bit of that. So yeah, it's a lot more easy for me to keep on top, and with John's superb assistance. So I'm going to just do a bit of spot weeding now, and then down at the front there, to be honest with you, it's looking a bit neglected, a little bit neglected. So I'm going to clear that, and then have a mooch around the sides, removing weeds as I find them. And then I'm going to get the ingredients for the famous kale soup. Alright, see you in a bit. So yeah, just down at the front here, we've got these weeds around where the hedges are. The hedges were all trimmed back the other day, but we've got these weeds. So I'm going to get in there and into this bed and into this bed, get rid of all the weeds, get rid of these fallen pears that are there, just generally tidy it up in this location. So I'm going to set myself half an hour to get this all straight and tidy, do a bit of weeding in this one. So we'll call this half an hour to do this. My battery light's just come on, so I better put this on charge as well. Luckily I've got power in there. It's always amazing how I always underestimate how long things are going to take on these plots. I'll have it done in half an hour, that. Well, I set aside half an hour for doing the weeding tonight, and I've actually done 43 minutes. I've just looked from when I started. There's all that meadow grass or couch grass or whatever it's called. It's in amongst the strawberry beds, and there was also the deep-rooted weeds in there, you know, like the dock and dandelion and things like that. But there's loads of that grass, that annoying grass. I'll show you what I mean. So as I say, it's taken me 43 minutes to weed all the way through that. And it has had a decent weeding, hand weeding, chopping bloody roots out and stuff like that as I've been working my way through that strawberry bed. And I thought, well, I'll finish the path off as well. And that was 43 minutes just for this bit, for this. You might think lazy yet, but I'll tell you what, I've not stopped in 43 minutes. It's now 20 past 7, and I started that, what? It was after 6:30 when I started that, just about after 6:30. So yeah, it's 43 minutes, because I had a look at the time, I forget what it was, but it's 43 minutes, I worked it out now. Anyway, so we've done these bits, and that's all I'm doing on the weeding for tonight, because I'm setting myself an hour each night from now until Friday. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, I'm going to do an hour each night just on the weeding and leave it at that, because I'm not seeing life as it should be seen, and I don't want to sort of get myself too tangled up in weeding and doing nothing weeding, because that is no fun. Some people get therapeutic benefit from weeding. I am not one of those people, boys and girls. So I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. I'm gonna get some kale though first. I'm gonna get a large bushel of kale to take home, because tomorrow night, stay tuned, because I'll be doing the kale soup. I was gonna do it tonight, but I didn't realise what time it was when I came on here. I only got on around about 20 past 6 tonight, and it's going dark, it's dusky now. So the nights are drawing in. Nights are drawing in. Yeah. So we've got to be careful of that. Let's get some picking done. So there's some beautiful dinosaur vegetables there, in the form of the kale. There's a cracking spider there as well. Look at that swine catching the flies. So yes, let's get some of this kale, and I'll be taking that tonight. I'll get myself a nice bushel full for our soup. Okay, so as summer goes into autumn, or summer into fall if you're in America, you tend to get proliferations of whitefly. Now, small numbers of whitefly aren't particularly bothersome really to the plants, but when you get a serious infestation, it can have implications really to the quality of your leaf and also the health of the plant. They sort of surface feed, and sometimes the larvae burrow a little bit into the leaf, and you get damage. You're more chance of actual diseases getting into the leaf and into the plant, yeah, which makes it unhealthy. So I've got some whitefly on these. You can't avoid it really in this country where we are, unless you use the pesticides and insecticides. Excuse me, scratchy nose, which I don't tend to do. But I'll show you what I mean by whitefly. Those little specks you can see on the leaf, on the underside of the leaf, it's your whitefly. Now, it's not poisonous to you, and those leaves aren't too badly damaged by it, but it needs a good washing. A good washing will drown them, and that's all you need to do basically. So that's all I'll be doing. I'll just be giving them a good rinse off under lukewarm water, yeah. So you get your leaf, get your tap running. This is what I do anyway. I get my tap running with my leaf. Oops. And yeah, I have it that way so it all washes off. Put it on a pretty strong flow of water, and they all get blasted off. It'll need a wash anyway. It's been in that in them horses' eggs there, hasn't it? So they'll be getting a good wash off. Now, as you can see there, I've pulled the entire plant out. One, because we've got tons of it, and two, it's shading out the roundhead cabbage there. So I'm going to be taking it, as I'm taking it, I'm going to be taking it from this side, which will open up and expose and let the sun's rays get to these remaining cabbages that we've got in on the right hand side. And then the onions are going to be going down there. Potentially the onions are going to be going up there as well. So there's a little bit more weeding to do. Just keep on top of me weeding. And there we go. Hopefully those 5 remaining cabbages will become roundhead cabbages. Although that one might need to come out as well. I might just be left with 4. But we'll see how we get on. Right, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick one tonight, that. So look after yourselves and each other. I'm off with my kale now, in readiness for the soup that we're going to be making. I may well do a soup making episode that'll be heard tomorrow night, so hopefully I'll be able to get that done for you. So yeah, take care of yourselves and each other's. God bless you all. And remember, keep growing with your heads down. Tatty bye from the Eden plots. Down here in Eden. I've been good and offender. You've been beautiful, fragrant and fantastic if you're a lady. You've been forthright, virile and masculine if you're a gentleman. And if you've been something in between, you've been something in between. And we love you all. So take care. Alright, have a good one. Bye bye now.